Numéro 8.
Number 8, Senator Deacon, Ontario.
Thank you. I rise today to speak to Senator Sorensen's inquiry into nation-building value of tourism. Today, I'd like to take a moment to highlight tourism in my home region, Waterloo, an hour west of the Toronto Airport, 3 hours east of the Windsor-Michigan border. Let's start with some numbers. I've got the calculator. I'll borrow that calculator. Each year, Waterloo Region welcomes about 5 million visitors. We're home to roughly 3,000 tourism businesses, employing more than 17,000 people, primarily in the restaurant and transportation sectors. And right now, as Canadians look to support local in-Canada tourism industries, more and more of them are choosing Waterloo. I'll admit, I may be a little biased, but I would recommend Waterloo as a travel destination in a heartbeat. It offers the best of all worlds: beautiful natural spaces, a rich cultural scene, and countless learning opportunities. We're rightly known for our festivals, farm-to-table cuisine, farmers markets, and agritourism. For many Ontarians and Americans, it's also an easy and authentic getaway not too far from home. Colleagues, indulge me for a moment as I walk through my ideal weekend in Waterloo. You might start your Saturday morning at the St. Jacob's Farmers Market, wandering through its bustling buildings and outdoor stalls, sampling farm fresh produce, artisanal foods, and handcrafted goods. In the afternoon, I recommend exploring our extensive trail network. Walk, hike, jog, or bike. The choice is yours. If you visit at the right time of year, you might catch the Waterloo Mistletoe Trail. It connects dozens of local businesses and attractions through a series of mistletoe installations created in partnership with local artists, encouraging visitors to explore and shop local across all of 7 of Waterloo's municipalities. It even won an Ontario Tourism Award for Excellence in 2024. Or perhaps your visit will coincide, and you are invited, with the Kitchener-Waterloo's very own Oktoberfest, Canada's greatest Bavarian festival and the second largest Oktoberfest in the world. I am just sorry I have not yet seen Senator Beam dancing in his lederhosen. Of course, no trip to Waterloo would be complete without spending time experiencing our agricultural heritage. Our visitors often love getting out and exploring farm life, walking alpacas, visiting farm gates, and trying our goat yoga. I also recommend the self-guided Fields and Flavors Trail with 19 stops, including orchards and local markets that allows visitors to meet growers, makers, and producers while experiencing the region's agricultural heritage firsthand. Along the way, you may spot horse-drawn buggies or come across the Mennonite farm stands, reflecting the Mennonite communities whose traditions remain central to Waterloo Region's story today. And there's plenty to learn as well. The Ken Sealing Waterloo Region Museum, Ontario's largest community museum, tells the story of Waterloo Region. The University of Waterloo's Earth Sciences Museum welcomes visitors of all ages with open arms. And the Schneider House Community Museum preserves the region's unique identity and Germanic folk traditions through more than 7,000 historical objects. Waterloo Region is also known as the Silicon Valley of the North. You've heard me refer to this before. We have a strong startup community as well as entrepreneurship. There's a high-caliber talent pipeline with the University of Waterloo, Wilfrid Laurier, and Conestoga College that provides a constant stream of highly skilled graduates. The University of Waterloo has a unique, you may hear this more and more, but a unique intellectual property, an IP policy. It allows students and researchers to retain ownership of their IP, which of course encourages entrepreneurship and startup formations. There's a very, very supportive startup ecosystem and technical cluster with Toronto that includes 15,000 tech companies and 300,000 plus employees. Collaboration and growth is abundant, which results in a strong internal mentorship and funding. Tech giants like Google, SAP, OpenText operate alongside newer companies. As I speak, a team is working hard to produce the first in the world quantum computer. So let me be clear, in the Waterloo region, tourism is about far more than just economic impact. It's about sharing our natural beauty, our agricultural heritage, and our vibrant cultural traditions. Excitingly, the region's tourism offerings are also expanding beyond these staples as the region becomes a high-tech hub for esports, gaming, and technology-driven events. This past Canada Day weekend, for example, the Kitchener Memorial Auditorium was packed to the brim with fans as Waterloo hosted the Call of Duty League Championship. You may or may not have heard of that before. 8 of the world's most elite teams competed for $2 million in a U.S. prize pool. It's the first year that this event has been hosted outside of the United States, putting Kitchener on the international map. Visitors came from all over, from across the United States, UK, Europe, Mexico, and beyond. Gamers, content creators, and digital superfans filled the hotels, restaurants, and local businesses. This past weekend, over 2,500 young people, 1,500 streamed, and another 2,000 on a wait list attended the Socratica Symposium in Waterloo region. Thousands of creative international young people appearing to randomly be inventing stuff in 3 different buildings is really quite something. This University of Waterloo-based event is a multidisciplinary science fair for students from robots to AI to the arts and creative work. Imagine seeing a robot flip pancakes, a laptop turned into a trombone, AI designing live light shows, handmade jewelry, live art, and more. This is the diversity of Waterloo. This same energy and growth, however, also brings its unique sets of challenges. Event organizers are increasingly telling us that the region lacks hotel capacity and large meeting spaces to support major conventions and events. As Waterloo continues to attract attention for its innovation and creativity, many have pointed to the need for a convention center as a key opportunity to support this momentum. Colleagues, this demand is only continuing to grow. This August, the Waterloo region will host the Ontario Summer Games. We're excited to welcome 4,200 athletes and coaches competing across 23 sports. This event will bring thousands of visitors to the region and millions of dollars in economic activity as people stay, eat, and shop locally. I'm confident I speak for the entire community in saying that we're excited to host these young athletes and look forward to cheering them on as they compete in their respective sports. We also continue to seek strong infrastructure where all local community can feel connected to sport, culture, and our history. I'd like to close by extending a heartfelt thank you to Senator Sorensen for creating a space for each of us, to talk about the places we call home. Sharing these stories matter because tourism does more than support local communities. It strengthens communities and brings people together. And it gives regions like mine the opportunity to share what makes them special with the rest of the country. In Waterloo region, we're proud to welcome Canadians and visitors from around the world to come experience for themselves. Senators, I welcome you and look forward to hosting you someday in Waterloo. Thank you. Merci. Miigwech.